On July 27, 1963, a boy was born in Guangzhou, China. His name was Zhen Zidong, though the world would later come to know him as Donnie Yen. His mother, Bo Sim Mark, was a grandmaster of martial arts, and it is often said that Donnie's training began almost as soon as he learned to walk. His father, Kleister Yen, was a newspaper editor, a household where both the pen and the fist held importance. When Donnie was 2 years old, the family moved to Hong Kong, and in 1974, they relocated to Boston, United States. It was a new world, a new language, and a new life, but his passion for martial arts remained as strong as ever. This was a boy who dreamed through hardship, learned through struggle, and rose through failure. It was the beginning of Donnie Yen's remarkable journey. Life in Boston was not easy. Donnie became involved with a Chinatown street gang, spending time around fights and danger, a path that has ruined many young lives. But his mother recognized where he was heading, and a mother's determination is difficult to overcome. She decided to send him to Beijing for 4 years of intensive training with the Beijing Wushu team. Under the guidance of Master Wu Bin, Donnie received the kind of training that would transform him completely. It was also there that he first met Jet Li, 2 young martial artists, training side by side, sharing the same dream. Neither could have imagined that one day the entire world would know their names. Donnie once said, "I live martial arts. I think martial arts. I was born into it. But as I grew older, Bruce Lee became my hero, just like he did for everyone else." Bruce Lee's influence sparked a new fire inside him. He no longer wanted only to fight. He wanted to appear on screen. After returning from Beijing, Donnie visited Hong Kong and met film director Yuen Wu-ping, the legendary action choreographer who would later become famous for films like The Matrix. Yuen Wu-ping immediately recognized Donnie's potential. This was the same man who had helped launch Jackie Chan's career, and now his attention had turned to Donnie Yen. One meeting changed everything. Sometimes destiny works exactly that way. In 1983, Donnie began his film career with Drunken Tai Chi, first as a stunt performer and then as an actor. Those were difficult days. Money was scarce, his name meant little to anyone, and every day brought a new challenge. In 1992, Once Upon a Time in China, 2, brought him international attention for the first time. Yet even then, there were moments when it seemed his dream might never come true. Films were released. Some succeeded and others failed. Donnie spent more than 20 years working in Hong Kong's film industry. But the major breakthrough he longed for still seemed far away. Every night carried the same question: will that day ever come? Then, in 2008, everything changed. Donnie was offered the role of IP Man, the Wing Chun Grandmaster, and Bruce Lee's teacher. Taking on the role was not easy. Before filming began, Donnie spent 9 months training in Wing Chun under IP Chung, the eldest son of IP Man. From morning until night, he practiced relentlessly. Ip Chun later remarked that Donnie understood Wing Chun faster than almost anyone he had encountered in his lifetime. When Ip Man was released, it stunned audiences around the world. Overnight, Donnie Yen became Asia's biggest action star. One famous story from Hong Kong tells of an incident in a nightclub where a gang began harassing Donnie's girlfriend. Donnie warned them to stop, but they refused. When everyone moved outside, the gang attacked him. According to the story, Donnie fought them off single-handedly, so effectively that the police eventually arrived. He was briefly detained, but released the next day. The incident remains well known in Hong Kong and is often mentioned whenever people discuss martial arts actors who can genuinely defend themselves in real-life situations. Chinese UFC champion Zhang Weili has even said that Donnie Yen's films helped introduce her to the world of mixed martial arts. That is the kind of influence only a truly exceptional figure can have. Throughout his career, Donnie has trained in more than 10 martial arts styles, including Tai Chi, boxing, Wing Chun, Wushu, Taekwondo, kickboxing, and Jiu-Jitsu. He is not merely an actor. He is a complete martial artist, whose skills extend beyond the screen. By 2013, Donnie had become one of Asia's highest-paid entertainers, earning millions through films and endorsements. He has always been one of Bruce Lee's biggest admirers, and in Iju Sen, he even auditioned to portray Bruce Lee in Dragon: The Bruce Lee Story. His admiration for his heroes has remained one of his most respected qualities. In 2016, Donnie appeared in Rogue One, a Star Wars story, becoming one of the first major Chinese actors to take on a significant role within the Star Wars universe. On one of Hollywood's biggest stages, he demonstrated that Asian talent could no longer be ignored. Donnie once said, "For me, martial arts is not just about fighting. It is a philosophy, a way of life, just as Bruce Lee taught." That mindset is what sets him apart from many others. He fights, but he also thinks. He competes, but he never stops learning. Today, Donnie Yen is over 60 years old, yet the same fire that once burned in the streets of Boston still shines in his eyes. He has succeeded as an actor, director, producer, and action choreographer, leaving his mark in every field he entered. The IP Man series elevated him to a level once occupied only by legends like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. His life teaches an important lesson. Success does not arrive overnight. Sometimes it takes 20 years of quiet effort before the world finally notices. And when it does arrive, it becomes impossible to ignore. The boy who once wandered through the streets of Boston now shines on the biggest screens in Hollywood.